This is a 1957 GMC big back window pickup truck. I'm going to take it for a quick drive and show you around the truck. I don't get GMCs in very often. When I do, I really appreciate them. It's a little bit different from the Chevrolet. A little extra chrome, a little extra class. This one's got a original 283 V8, 4-speed shifter on the floor. Truck steers nice and straight. I always like to do my finger test and show you. Drive it straight down the road. Now the gauges in the original gauges in this truck are not hooked up. I don't believe any of them are hooked up. So if you really wanted them to work, you'd want to get the rebuild kit they sell at LMC truck, and you can actually, it's probably about less than $100 I think, and you can go through and you can fix all the gauges if you want to make them work. Steers real nice. Here I am steering, holding the camera with one hand, steering with the other. Put it in reverse, back up a little. I like this time of year because it is cold, so I don't have to lay down on the hot asphalt to show you underneath the truck, but also typically the shadows are not so bad and get some really good pictures. Nice healthy sounding engine. Pretty quiet, not a real aggressive exhaust. Nice quiet engine. The alternator bearing seems to want to make a little bit of noise. Actually, putting those valve covers on moved the alternator around a little bit, and for some reason it was wanting to make a little bit more noise after we put it back on. Kind of always said, it wasn't quite that noise, but it's not anything ridiculous. It's just charging system works great. It's on a 12-volt system. Nice, beautiful engine detail. Very simple, but nice looking engine detail under the hood. Nice, clean exhaust manifolds, and no leaks or anything. Newer exhaust, dual exhaust going out both sides. And like I said, nice, quiet, probably factory style mufflers. Somebody put a little makeshift fan shroud on there. Looks pretty good, and definitely rust free in the fender wells. Firewall's nice and clean. It's got a brand new battery from Walmart, so if you have any issues with it, you can return it and get it replaced for free. Hood opens and closes nice and easy. I think I love GMCs just because part of it is my dad always had GMCs. I don't know, he always picked the GMC over the Chevrolet. He always said it stood for Gentleman's Chevy. GMC, Gentleman's Chevy. This truck was restored a few years ago, 10 or 12 years ago, kept in the garage, came from the West Coast, and from bumper to bumper the paint is very consistent in color. Couple of spots where it's worn off, and I'll show you here in a second. West Coast truck, and it shows very, very straight body, very rust free. We'll go up underneath here in a second with the camera and look for any spots. On the body itself, the only thing I found is the lower passenger side hinge pocket's got a little old rust in it. Looks like a couple of spots of rust were addressed when the restoration was done, cleaned up, but maybe not completely repaired, but very, very, very minimal. The only, if you want to call it major issue, and hopefully the camera will adjust here for you, is here on this fender. It's got some cracking, and that is the only spot on the entire truck paint wise that I would even say is worth bringing any attention to, saying that there is a flaw. Outer cab corners in great shape. I believe the cab corners were replaced. although they might be original. We'll tell more when we get up underneath it. Nice, super straight fenders. Door panel in excellent condition, no rust in the bottom of the doors at all. Weather stripping appears to be newer. Hinge pockets on the driver's side are in excellent condition. The truck retains its original plate. It looks like it's never been removed. They tried to paint around it as best they could. And actually, from trying to look up underneath it, looks like it might be close to the original color, and then add with some metallic added. Might have been a little bit darker. Both sides of the step-ups have had a little welded patch piece put in where there was just a little bit of rust there at some point. Both sides almost perfectly match a little spot that was welded in there. Floor pans in the truck look awesome. I mean, look at these. They look like brand new. Practically. Maybe not brand new, but you get what I'm saying. And it's got a nice new floor mat. Looks really, really sharp. Nice unmolested dash, which I really appreciate. No cuts, nobody's cut it up or anything like that. I do have a heater to go in here. I don't know for sure if it was the original heater for the truck. I have not tested it, but I don't believe it leaks. It looks like a working heater, but like I said, I did not test it. Headliner looks pretty good, and all of the interior looks really nice. One thing that I thought was interesting, I've never seen one of these before, but I guess obviously they exist, is this is actually just a seat cover. You pull on it and it actually comes off, and this is the original seat underneath, which has got some tears. I did not even catch that when I picked this truck up because it just looks so straight and clean. It'd take a, obviously I caught it because I saw the cloth along the back. But so the original seat, this is the original seat, and underneath it, if you wanted to finish it up, you'd want to reupholster that, but this cover looks real nice and clean. Going around to the passenger side, I wanted to show this. Same thing on the other side. A little bit of a weld has been gone right down the center, and that's a common place for these to rust. Upper hinge pocket's in great shape. Lower hinge pocket had some rust in it. It looks like somebody wire welded it, cleaned it, and they painted it. They didn't cut it out. They do make patches for that, but it actually seems very solid. The top of it is really strong, and it's not keeping the door. It's not making the door sag. As I pull up and down on the handle, the door doesn't move at all. Extremely solid, and the lines light up. And that might be just why somebody decided not to go after it. The door honestly opens and closes perfectly. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it at all. And man, I don't get very many of them in to close that nice. Love the big back window. And of course, these wood slats, they come off easily if that's not what you're into, but this one's got the little old school Sinclair dyno on it, and of course the kind of the matching color and theme that goes with that. Brand new set of tires on original style wheels with moons. I've actually got a matching spare to go with this truck. It'll go in the bed of the truck. It does not have the spare tire holder on the side. That's something you can add if you want to, but I really like it without the spare tire holder in this case. When they come original and put one on. But I do have a matching spare tire, which also includes the beauty ring and moon, so it's a true full-blown matching. Looking inside the fender wells, you can just tell this is a West Coast truck. Very clean and no rust. Okay, a little bit of rust spot right down there. I'm trying to point it out with my finger. And looks like an old spot that's clean and dry, not continuing to rust. So this one's got a few little rust spots. I can't call it a 100% rust-free truck, Looking at the step-ups and seeing where there's just a little bit of fiberglass filler. Actually, as I feel that, maybe just a touch of caulk or filler there, but actually that is steel underneath there, so somebody did do a patch. Floor pans in excellent condition all the way. And even check out these inner fender wells. I mean, they look amazing. This one looks amazing. You can look at the other one too. So that's super clean. Obviously completely rust-free frame. There's your floor pan, center floor pan. Absolutely beautiful. And you can see too, brand new wood, oak wood bed that was just done. One thing I might personally do to it, just depends, a little bit more aggressive mufflers. Might bring out the, you know, bring out a little bit of, you know, pleasure in this truck if you're into that. It is definitely a gentleman's truck, and it's not very loud, but maybe throwing some aftermarket style Flowmasters or something on there. I need to speed up a little bit. I'm taking a little bit of a time, but it's just it's a nice enough truck. It deserves a good inspection. By the way, the chrome bumper in the rear appears to be new. Nice clean dual exhaust, everything clean underneath there. Trying to let the camera adjust there. 100% rust free in this fender well here. Front fender well, rust free. And then there's the same spot there, kind of matches the other side. That spot like that. About the size of 2 quarters sitting next to each other. Get under here real quick, wrap up this video. Kind of same thing as on the other side. A couple little spots there. And then it looks like the inner cab corner did not get replaced on this side, or so it's kind of looks like kind of rusty there, but the outer cab corner looks like it did get replaced. Floor pan looks awesome over here. Of course, completely rust-free frame rails. Nice big heavy-duty Hydromatic 4-speed manual transmission. And I'm not sure if I showed the bed. Real beautiful new oak wood with matching green strips. All the glass is in great shape. Back window, I say that, yeah, just kind of double checking. Real good shape. Little bit of a scratch on the passenger side here that might be able to buff off from the windshield wipers. So there you have it. This is a 1957 gentleman's Chevrolet GMC 100, and big back window, original V8. This is an original matching numbers truck, and man, I think this is gonna make someone a real fun truck. It's double checking. I wasn't sure. It does have all original drum brakes all around, but they do work great. I've got another truck that's got disc brakes on it. Sometimes I get a little confused. All right, there you have it. PeachtreeClassicCars.com. Sorry for taking too long.